Croatia is almost at the end of the road, becoming the 28th member of the European Union. The country has now closed 28 of EU's negotiation chapters, leaving only 6 more areas to be fulfilled. The EU membership talks could end by June. At this crucial moment for the upcoming conclusion of Croatia's EU membership negotiation, the EPP Group held its bureau meeting here in Zagreb. Croatia deserves to have its efforts rewarded by a conclusion of accession negotiations in June and is well on its way to becoming the 28th member state. This was the main message of the EPP Bureau meeting in Zagreb. EPP Group Chairman Joseph Daul opened the meeting in Zagreb by welcoming the Prime Minister of Croatia and President of the Croatian Democratic Union, Mrs. Jadranka Kosor, and the Deputy Speaker of the Croatian Parliament, President of the Croatian Peasants' Party, Mr. Josip Friščić. Mrs. Kosor, Prime Minister of the Republic of Croatia, underlined that the country had to make an extraordinary effort to meet the accession criteria and that it was harder for Croatians who were being asked for more than any other previous applicants. But she said Croatia was very close to finishing the long road.
This is a hard road, a lot of work, a lot of changes, a lot of reforms. I also could say that we had to abandon previous behaviours. But at the end, this is a road which is worth taking. We are at the end of this road, and I hope that at the end of this year we can say that Croatia did its job, and then it's up to the European institutions to decide.
The largest part of the Bureau meeting was dedicated to the European perspectives of Southeast Europe. Valentin Inzko, the EU Special Representative to Bosnia and Herzegovina, said that despite the political problems in Bosnia, the European perspective brings together Bosnians, Serbs, Croats and all the minorities.
If you would ask about any problem in Bosnia and Herzegovina, there would be maybe different opinions. But for European Union, all have the same opinion. For them there is no alternative, because the alternative would be isolation or stagnation. Yeah? Of course, it's like with a beautiful woman, if it's too far away, it could lose some attraction. But it's important that Bosnia starts immediately the transition, the negotiations, and the process will be important, the process. The membership will come maybe in a distant time, but the process is important, and this will change as a country. Yeah?
Serbia was one of the countries which has made significant steps forward in the last 2 years, said Vincent, Degert, ambassador, head of the EU delegation to Serbia.
This is not going to be an easy job, of course, because there are a number of reforms that needs to be performed: judicial reform, reform of the electoral system, restitution issues. So there is a long list of tasks that needs to be delivered by Serbia. But the motivation is there. This is what I think the most important topic. The government is completely focused on that. The Parliament is working hard also on this orientation. Now we need to assess whether they will be able to deliver all that, because the 12th of October is a date where the Commission will be issuing its opinion on the candidate status. And of course Serbia is expecting to achieve that objective. So this is what we are focused at the moment.
Concluding, Doris Pack, chairwoman of the Culture and Education Committee in the European Parliament, recalling her experience with dealing with the Balkans for the last 20 years, said that the countries of the region should combat corruption, reform their judiciary system and invest more on education. And although the hurdles set by the access criteria are the highest ever, Croatia is the example of a success story.
At least they should really recognize what Croatia did. They should find out in which way Croatia moved forward, because they have to do the same thing. The conditions are the same. They are the highest ever, and all the countries who are coming now into the European Union as Croatia have prepared themselves in a way that no other country did before. But we have to do it because our electorate is asking us why you are accepting people who are not prepared. So I think it is in the interest of the democracies in the region as well as the European Union.